Walked in on wife playing with herself, in a neighbor's spa in front of strangers. She took off from a gathering, at the local cricket club without me, chasing a young woman she worked with, and became infatuated with. She's been the talk of the town in more ways than one since. Yeah, basically we were at the local cricket club, for drinks on a Saturday night, and she had a lot to drink, but nobody really figured this out until later. She said she was blackout drunk, and couldn't remember much. We started off drinking in the afternoon, and as the night went on she was dirty dancing, with a group of girls and would come back to me for a bit, and basically tongue kiss me, and then go off again to mingle and dance etc. I kept trying to take her home, because she was clearly horny as hell from her behavior. I found out more details from rumors that spread, we live in a small town, that she had been joking about swinging, with a bunch of people that night. I wasn't a party to these discussions, as I had to leave for a while to take our kids home. So anyway, the cricket club was shutting, after she had fended off my attempts to get her into the car and home, and I thought she went to the loo, and was going to meet me at the car, when I realized she had run off with this young woman, and a couple of other people to a nearby house, which I only knew vaguely was the local hairdresser's house. By the time I found the place and get there, she and the other people there, 2 ex-males, 3 ex-females and my wife, had stripped off to their underwear. My wife was near naked in a tiny G-string and bra, and was orgasming in the corner of the spa, raising her hips off of the seat and moaning for all to see and hear. There was a bloke on either side of her, and I will never know if they were taking advantage of her drunken state, and finger-banging her onto the bubbles. It took me about 2 hours to get her the hell out of there. I was beyond mortified. I had to strip off myself, and jump into the spa, in order to get her to stop masturbating. The other people were just laughing and watching her. Then when I had her next to me, she kept trying to initiate sexual discussion, and contact with the young woman she went there with. It was full-on extreme, and I almost had to drag her by the arms, to the car because she kept asking me to just leave her there, and she'd crash for the night. Masturbating in front of 2 strange men, women she vaguely knows, and while her intentions were clearly to fuck this young woman, and wear a neon sign on herself saying "I'm horny, and adventurous and I'm going to masturbate in your spa." The next morning, she told me she wants to watch another couple have sex, and that she's probably bisexual, but couldn't remember anything that happened, and didn't believe me saying she was masturbating in front of strangers. It took me a few days to process this until she started receiving Facebook messages from local men, including married ones, seeking to hook up with her, because one of the guys there that night had said she was down for it. I ended up walking out of the house for a few days, and stayed at friends and family's houses, going out of my fucking mind. I feel like she cheated on me, and I can never trust her alone or drinking in public again. Now, the top comments. Dude, she needs to be moved out of the house, and away from the kids. Her behavior is an embarrassment to you, your children and your marriage. I don't know what you're feeling here, but I wouldn't trust her as my wife. I would ask for a trial separation and start the divorce proceedings, because she has made it clear, you and the children are not her priority. Marriage isn't just when it's convenient, and yes, we all get horny or want to try something, but she's married and a mother first and foremost. They have kids? Jesus, that's not acceptable. They're all in a small town, and they met these people at their cricket club, so the town now knows about his wife, and how embarrassing will this be for the kids? Because you know someone is bound to say something, so the husband, and the kids, all get to deal with that. I'm talking sell the house, and move cities or counties away, because that's what her family gets to enjoy, because of her actions. I'm so sorry Op, I wish you, and your children never had this to deal with. During a pandemic your family should have been pulling together, but clearly that's not the case. I wish you a peaceful and healthy path forward. It sounds like your wife has gone off the rails. Aside from the alcohol, which many times is a symptom, and not the main disease, there is something off with her mentally. If she wakes up from a binge like that, and the first words out of her mouth aren't, "What the fuck have I been doing?" then you've got bigger problems than even what is obvious to the casual observer. She's on a downward spiral, and if she doesn't stop, your life and the lives of your family are going to be shattered. If you don't have children, stay away from her. If you own your house, put it up for sale immediately, so you can split the proceeds and move on with your life. People like your wife eventually reach their bottom. It is going to be ugly, and perhaps fatal. That's not hyperbole but the sad reality of alcohol and mental illness. It isn't something you want to be around. The act of leaving her may shock her and pull her out, but don't do it for that reason. Do it for your own mental health.
It just kept getting worse.
Too long, didn't read. Found out my ex was cheating on me with my best friend. My ex broke his heart, and has now been sleeping with another man. They all wanted me to go on a trip with them even after I told them I was uncomfortable with the situation, only because I felt something was off about all of them. The new man and her had sex in a hot tub, and all my friends saw. I found out today, I'm not crazy, and was right about the lies of friends. All happening within 3 months, over an 8-year relationship. A few months ago before I found out about a breakup, she was sleeping with my best friend. He knew I had an engagement ring, and was planning a proposal on our 8th-year anniversary. I was kept in the dark about their secret relationship for about 2 months before she called it off. She didn't explain why we were over, just that she didn't love me anymore. My best friend still hung around me, and listened to my heartache woes, and let me pay for his ski trip, because he is laid off. We talked about my feelings of being gaslit by her, and told him I felt like I was losing my mind. All the while he said nothing. Fast forward to last weekend. I went on a trip with a few friends, including yet another man and her. I wanted to cancel, but decided to still fight through any feelings I had, plus everyone wanted them and me to come too. The other man and her were not dating according to them, so my friends and I didn't think it would be so weird. I called both my ex and him, before going, saying that I am still okay to go, so long as the PDA was kept to a minimum, and not in front of me. I had my suspicions about the validity of their claim, that they were not even seeing each other, and so did others. They reiterated that nothing was occurring, and that they wanted to be my friend, which I confronted them about, saying, I don't have to be their friend, if they would be hooking up, as I was still processing the breakup. Anyway, they get caught hooking up by a few of my friends on that trip, and they were doing it in the hot tub. I was sleeping through it, but I guess my one good friend had seen it unfold, and wanted to fight the guy right then and there. I found out today and feel crushed. But then there is more. So my best friend kept me in the dark until today. He was forced to tell me, only because the other man and my ex was going to tell me tonight. My best friend told out all the details, and then played victim. I guess he got hurt by the other man's situation, and was heartbroken too. I left without saying much, other than I couldn't see him anymore. All in all, it was a fucked up day. During this entire duration, since before I got dumped, I have felt like I was losing my mind. That my friends were gaslighting me, and withholding information. A few friends had known for a while, but didn't think I could handle it. The gaslight is over, and it feels good not to feel like I have lost my mind over a breakup. I messaged her about the betrayal of trust. Told her that I now knew everything, and that it was selfish, and fucked up. She is blaming me, still saying that I can't handle the truth, continuing the gaslighting. I have been used by her, my best friend, and a few others I thought I could trust. Looks like I am restarting my life, and need to learn these lessons, and start trying to move past this. Long rant, sorry. Can't sleep.
Now, the top comments.
Ex-friends. Don't need enemies with friends like them. Honestly, they're all fucking assholes. Find new friends except perhaps for the one who told you / confronted him. They're toxic and have no morality. Wait. That you can't handle the truth? Has she even realized how fucked up all she did was? I mean, she could have dumped you before doing all that bad things, but she didn't, and in my book it's just beyond disrespectful to you. That idiot doesn't deserve you. Got 2 hours of sleep. Thanks for the words of encouragement. I didn't think any year could top 2020 for being the worst. I have decided to go no contact after today. I have been battling mental health issues for a year now, and been seeking psychological help for my existential depression. This makes it so much worse in many ways, but simultaneously I am just happy that the truth is out, and I can no longer be humiliated by her. She knew I had feelings for her, still, because I didn't know the cheating had occurred, And she lied to me saying she considered me a friend, and that she wanted me in her life. Obviously not a chance now. I can feel trust issues brewing in regard to my disposition toward women, and hope I will learn to find love within myself, to be able to trust again. Still in shock, but I think it won't be getting worse. I have officially purged all those people from my life. All social media, stored photos, trinkets, and mementos have now vanished. I won't lie, this has been the worst experiences in my life, and if hell were a place, I think I am currently there. I will try to see if I can find where the heaven on earth is, and see if I can find vacancy there. Thank you for the advice and support. I didn't make it clear in the post, sorry. I did not know about the cheating at the time. I just knew the other guy was interested, so I told them I wasn't going. They convinced me I should still go, despite me explaining to them personally that I would feel uncomfortable. They got caught doing the deed and stopped. My friend was about to throw down when he saw this. The next day it was quiet, and I still didn't know. The guy who was hooking up with her wanted to tell me about my best friend, who had been the one actually cheating. I told him about this and he asked if I go over first. The only reason he told me was because the new man was going to expose him. These people are manipulative. A couple of people had known about the cheating for months, and still tried to get me to come anyway. I went because they made me think I was reading too deep into things. Believe me when I say, I am not friends with these people now.